There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, ESPIO. Back into it. Look, the third part of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. So last time we played, we met with Vector and ESPIO, who gave their alibis. Let's see. So we're finna see what we can find to use against them. The child hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Okay. Brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants, and look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's Stalacity. Stalacities? Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Alright. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. What about the arms? A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Ruse pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. You're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. It's unlocked. When Shadow left the library car, he locked his door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Okay, let me look at the hands. Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spangonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you ever visit, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I love the throwback to Sonic Unleashed, bro. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone has been everywhere, haven't they? The table? Alright, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. No, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Let's talk to Vector. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity. Tails, without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. See, I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. Oh, wait, yeah, we already went through this. Okay, cool. Can I take your order? Oh, yes, please, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me. Look, you made him a fool. To smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah. I smooth things over, but at what cost? At becoming the fool. Let's look at this book. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Bro, I hate allergies. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a trained library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to the inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and ESPIO to find out what really happened. Are you sure we got enough clues? Hold up. I like how I keep finding these. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month. Gone Gal. Alright. Let's interrogate Vector first. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Let's see, Chris and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play video games with Knuckles, and if ESPIO really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why do you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy, I got bored. Makes sense. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, ESPIO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You say you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once ESPIO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? ESPIO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you want to talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Let's see, can I help him out? Alright, what book do we think ESPIO might have been reading? Obviously, the Mirage Express. It wasn't in order. Emmanuel, you think ESPIO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? 40, good grief. Oh, what? How did I still take? Okay. I need these rings though. I'm not gonna get all the rings. Yep. You were both grasping, I knew it. We got this, let's try again. Alright, this time let's not take damage. This time let's not take damage. Yeah, alright. Are those shuriken, bro? That are being thrown at me? Or attempted to be thrown at me? There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, ESPIO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, ESPIO. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. Pretty sure I put up a sneeze counter, but this is why I say I hate allergies, bro. Hate them. Because this is me. All of spring. Sometimes summer. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Chris, if you don't mind. Could you ask ESPIO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz ESPIO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 97. It's in the middle. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought to the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like ESPIO aced that question. And with another? Oh, okay, which page do I choose? Let's go with a high page. What's the Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, let's see if ESPIO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha, which page should I pick last? The very last one. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access the full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A Polish brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me read after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose ESPIO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? What about Rouge? Frankly, I don't believe that could be true, and we have evidence to back it up. He always puts me on the spot. Okay, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw ESPIO reading, but what? Oh, Shadow. Shadow's locked? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up. Let's get our argument together. Alright, let's get it. Bop, 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 bop. Oh my goodness, bro. Alright. Good grief, it's been a while since we've gotten it on the first try. Oh, shoot. Woo! Yes, sir. Let's get it. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't that high score long. Crooks are natural gamers. ESPIO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, ESPIO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Wait, hold on. Okay. I had to reread that part. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. There's absolutely no way Shadow and ESPIO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't know Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense ESPIO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow return from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment you were really in the library car at all. Or at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would ESPIO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw ESPIO in the saloon car. It's a mystery. And the one that I would love for ESPIO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, ESPIO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was ESPIO simply sitting reading? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I let him continue his line of questioning and... My favorite and beloved employee, please, protect the passengers aboard this train that must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and ESPIO couldn't have seen one another? Wait. So we know about the book. Let's see, library map? Maybe the library map. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. I almost hit those spikes, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Whoa! Oh shoot. Okay, we're good. Woo! Yep. Give me rings. Woo. It's all good. Ooh! Alright, now I just gotta avoid this all the time. I've got 83 rings out of 55. And I got hit once too. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way ESPIO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could ESPIO have been for Shadow to not see him? Like I said, right across from each other. No, this doesn't make sense. I mean, this kind of makes sense. If you're like sitting in the chair, not facing them. I'm gonna go with this one. Not quite. For Shadow not see ESPIO as he was walking through the library car. Well, ESPIO had to be seated. What? Yo, this is kind of a not quite. Wait, is this a wall? Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, ESPIO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and ESPIO couldn't have seen one another from this spot because the bookcase is in the... Gotcha. There's no way Shadow could have seen ESPIO or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, ESPIO. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I feel like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most outright or airtight, but I have no further questions. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. And that's our cue to leave. That's right. I completely forgot she passed through. That's why it was unlocked. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and ESPIO. Give them heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for both of you. A murder is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, let's see what's next. Coming. That's everything. Alright, so before I even, before I even go through there and we get hit with a whole bunch of dialogue, calling it right there. We're gonna call it right there. Because otherwise my allergies are gonna keep bothering me this whole episode. And I'm not trying to have that. So I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.